It was a wee bit scary but exciting. I wasn't sure I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know what else I was going to do. Like, I had no good job prospects. I had done a little restaurant work, and I was currently working at a dog track. It was exciting as much as scary, and I had a good time, possibly too much of a good time. I'm Gary Parker. I've been teaching at Blue Mountain Community College for 24 years now in Pendleton. I thought I might be here a year, and it turned out to a much longer stint, and I really like it here. And I teach math and computer science. I think the big difference is focus and freedom. You get a great deal of freedom when you switch from high school to college, and managing that freedom is one of the biggest challenges, I think, of being a college student. And then the freedom to make more choices on your own about what you're going to take and where you're going to go, and the freedom to make mistakes, which can be costly, but it's usually worth it. One of the classes I dropped out of as a senior in high school was pre-calculus. I had no interest in math. I didn't think I was very good at it. And I avoided taking math for the first 2.5 years at a community college until they told me they were going to kick me out if I didn't take a math class because I can't get a degree. My immaturity was the biggest problem. I was a late bloomer in high school, where maybe most of my friends started being a little rowdy and partying. I was a year or two off from them. But by the time I was a senior in high school, I discovered that, hey, this might be fun. But then in college, when I discovered the party crowd, I realized after not too long that it interfered with actual college. So becoming mature enough to make that realization and overcome it. And it took a while. I think it took me 3 years to realize that I was my own problem. I started at a community college. The main reason was it was the least scary of my options at the time. And I think I was still 17 when I started college. And the cost. I had no family support, so I had to fund my own way through it, and I was able to do that with the job I had at the time. It wasn't as scary a place as the universities and four-year colleges near me, and it was accessible with the funds I had at the time. And one thing I would go back and tell myself then was not to be afraid to move on from the community college, because I think I was a little fearful of moving on to four-year school and then the graduate school after that. I changed my major many times, mostly because I just didn't know what I wanted to do. My father was an accountant, so I thought, oh, I'll be an accountant. Did not like accounting at all. And I tried various business tracks and others. And it wasn't until I was forced by the college to take a math class before they were going to kick me out, make me non-matriculated, that I took the dreaded quantitative business analysis, which was calculus for business. And all my friends feared it. They're like, oh, I took this class 5 times. And it turned out that class changed my life. I had a great instructor. The word asymptote, the way he said it, just kind of blew me away, and what it meant. Asymptote. He had a nice voice, and that word was just, and the whole idea of infinity caught my attention, and I changed my major from accounting to math. But that was at the end of my 3 years at a community college, so I had to get a degree, so the easiest degree was business administration. So then I went on to get a degree in math, but I was dragging my feet because I was afraid I couldn't succeed at a 4-year school, that I'd struggled for 3 years at a community college, and my stepfather said, you have nothing to fear. And he saw that I was afraid, and it took someone to come up to me and say that, apply. You have nothing to fear. You'll be fine. You know, I really don't wish I did anything different. I got through alive without hurting anyone or myself, which is big. And given that, I don't think I'd change anything. I struggled, and I could have gone back and maybe told myself, don't party with that crowd, just focus on school. And I would have gotten done a year and a half or two earlier, but I don't think I'd be the person I am today, and I pretty much like who I am today, so I don't think I'd change much. I hope they experience success and challenges that if I can't challenge my students, then I haven't done a good job. And if I can't help them have success, I haven't done a good job. So that's just always my goal for all my students. And challenges can be small or big, and same with successes. So one thing people are surprised to learn about me is I'm very shy, normally, introverted, and I suffer from stage fright. And the first week of class is painful. And the first day of class is painful. And I warn my students that I'm super nervous, and I might not make the best impression, but I mean well. And usually it goes okay, but I tend to talk a bit faster on the first couple of days. And then once I get to know people, I loosen up. Don't avoid math. It can be fun. It's hard, and I think most good things in life are hard. So don't avoid them. Jump into them. See what happens.